Hi guys, Elite Gaming Entertainment here today, and I am bringing you a video to set up your 4K and HDR on your Sony Bravia KD49XE70. Now my TV is a 14.9 inch and it does come with 4K Ultra HD and HDR. It does support the 10-bit panel, which is the highest 4K resolution you can get, and HDR is higher dynamic range, giving you more deeper, well, a deeper range of colours basically. Now I have set this up without using 4K HDR at the moment, so I can show you how to do it and how to change it. After several hours of me looking last week to try and do this, I had to reinitialise the PlayStation because I was told after hours of Google research that the 4K program might not have the information might not have been stored on the PlayStation itself, because I was using an older TV before this one. So I was told, reinitialise your PlayStation, rebuild the database, try giving all that a go, start afresh, and that still didn't work. After hours and hours and hours of researching, I ended up wasting the entire day on the whole thing trying to get it all sorted, and it still didn't work. So if we go to settings and scroll down to sound and screen, go to your video output settings, and this is the section that we're going to be using. Now as you can see, everything for me is automatic, 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 automatic. And if you go to resolution, you've got automatic 720p, 1080i, 1080p. The highest that you can see that is not greyed out is 2160p YUV420. So that is the highest that at the moment my TV will support. Now as you can see underneath that, if you can see, I do apologise about the camera angle if you can't, but it's 2160p RGB unsupported, that's greyed out. Now if you scroll down to video output information, you can see that your resolution is 3840 by 2160 at 60 Hz. The HDCP is off. For me that is off because I use a capture card, so if that's on for you, don't worry. It just means that you can't actually record things like Netflix or Now TV, that kind of thing. It's just a protection for it. So as you can see, information for the connected HDMI device. The HDR is supported, but the available frequencies for 4K output are 24, 25, 30, 50 Hz and 60 Hz. Underneath that you've got using HDR, which is saying not supported. I don't think the view on this is very good, is it really? So as you can see there guys, it's saying it's not supported. Whoops, that failed. Now what we want to do is actually be able to get that to show up as it's working. Obviously that is the intended thing for this video. So for me, I had to forget the PlayStation altogether and come to my TV itself. So I pressed my options button. Oh, of course it's not going to work for me now, is it? I can use that. Yeah, okay. I can actually use my control as a DVD remote for my console. So let's go back to HDMI 1. Now if we go to options, let's zoom back out again so you can see I've brought up my options, which is on the right hand side of my screen. Now if you go to picture, you've got everything else here, like you've got your sound, your screen, your channel setup, the setup, parental lock. Now what we need is the setup icon, which is the second from the bottom, and then all of these here are useless, we don't need those. But as you can see here, you've got AV setup. I am so sorry about the quality guys if you can't really see and it's a bit bright. Let's try it's a bit dazzling, isn't it? Right, so I've got AV setup anyway, which is there. Then as you scroll down, you can see that you've got HDMI signal format. This is the most important part. This is what we need to click on, and as you can see, you've got HDMI 2 and 3 are set as standard. As you can see, the HDMI 3 and 2 are standard. I know you can't see the one that's highlighted in white. It is a bit dazzling by the looks of it on the camera. But if we select enhanced instead of standard for both, that's basically all we have to do. It's got enhanced displays, high quality HDMI signals on HDMI inputs 2 and 3. Select this option only if your device supports high quality HDMI formats such as 4K, 60p and a lot of other numbers after that. So if we just press return, and again return or home, whatever. So now I'm back at my home screen. Now if we go back to the digital inputs and select HDMI 2, we are now back on 4K. So going back up to settings, back again to sound and screen, video output settings and video output information, we got back to that screen again. It's saying that it's got HDMI supported, but it's saying that it's not using HDR yet. So go back to resolution and make sure that it's 2160p RGB. As you can now see, that is highlighted. Now all the rest should be left as automatic. Basically pretty much the same as that one. If you leave them all as automatic, it will choose the highest quality image it can possibly give you. And we go to output settings again. It's got HDMI supported, and as you can see, it's saying using HDR on 24, 25, 30, 50 and 60 Hz. Available frequencies for 4K output. So basically guys, you are up and running. Now if you select a game that supports 4K, for instance, let's just start up Gran Turismo. Normally, before your HDR is coming up, you will actually get a warning to say that the game will be downscaled from 4K to 2K. I should have showed you this at the start of the video, but that is one step I actually forgot to include. So that's pretty much what you have to do guys to make sure that your TV is at 4K and using HDR. So this is the only video as far as I'm aware that's on the internet showing you this step on how to use it and how to set it up without hours and hours of research. So thank you for watching guys. I really appreciate your time if you spent the time watching this entire video. Please leave a like if it's helped you out. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in another video.